The story starts with a girl named Ashley comes out of a black liquid. Someone helps her take a bath and then puts her to sleep after doing her makeup and other things. When Ashley wakes up, she sees a boy sitting in front of her. His name is Spencer. He asks her, "Are you okay?" But Ashley is confused and says, "Forget that. Who are you? And where am I?" Spencer tells her, "You are at my house now." Ashley feels cold, so Spencer gives her a blanket to cover herself. Then he brings some wine and says, "You like wine very much." But the problem is Ashley doesn't remember anything. She asks again, "Who are you?" Spencer says, "Really? You don't remember anything? At least you should remember how we met." Ashley replies, "No, I don't." Suddenly, Spencer pushes Ashley down and kills her by strangling her. Then he drags her dead body and puts it into a tank filled with that black liquid outside. After that, a car arrives and Spencer's mother, Victoria, comes inside the house. Spencer says, "Mother, my work is done." Victoria places a notebook on the table and asks Spencer, "How are you feeling now? Tell me everything you feel and write it in this notebook." Spencer, feeling angry, replies, "I will write, but I am telling you now, I didn't feel anything after seeing that girl." Then he walks away. Friends, Victoria is a genetic research scientist and has her own laboratory. The black liquid we saw earlier is kept there, and this whole story happens in the future. There are many high-tech machines in her lab. When Victoria switches on the machines, she looks at some reports shown in holograms. Meanwhile, Spencer slips the notebook inside but doesn't write anything in it. Victoria then receives a call from her husband, Parker, who is Spencer's father. This is not a normal call because Victoria attaches a small chip to her head and her consciousness travels into a digital world. It looks like she is actually there, talking to Parker in this digital space. Parker asks, "Is there any improvement in our son?" Victoria replies, "No, there is no improvement, and he even killed that girl." Parker tells her, "Why don't you try to understand him? He has a medical problem. Take him to a doctor." But Victoria says, "No, I believe I can cure my son through my experiments. Even if I have to try 1,000,000 times, I will not stop." In the next scene, another girl emerges from the black liquid inside the lab. It's Ashley again, the same Ashley who had died before. Victoria carefully gives her a bath, does her makeup, and puts her to sleep on a bed. Spencer stands nearby, watching the camera fixed in the room, knowing Victoria is observing them through it. Ashley slowly opens her eyes and asks, "Where am I?" Spencer replies, "You are in my house. Do you recognize me?" Ashley answers, "No." Spencer gets angry and asks, "You don't know me? Why?" Seeing this, Victoria becomes tense. Ashley feels confused and scared of Spencer. She tries to get up and leave, but Spencer grabs her and kills her again by strangling. Then he damages the camera slightly and drags Ashley's body outside. Now the story shifts to the past. Spencer is far away from his town, standing at a place some distance away. A car arrives and a man drops off a girl. The man says to her, "In the future, there will be no relation between you and me. Understand this and never look for me again." Then he walks away. The girl angrily shouts after him, "If I see you anywhere, I will break your face." This girl is Ashley. Friends, this is how Spencer and Ashley met for the first time. Spencer then receives a message from Victoria. "Son, you are about half a mile away from the town. You came on foot. You should return home before dark." Spencer sees Ashley and approaches her saying, "My name is Spencer. I live in a nearby town. By the way, the direction you're walking is wrong. There's no highway or town that way. Come with me this way, and you will reach my town." Ashley agrees. "Okay, I'll go to your town." They start walking together. Ashley says she feels very cold. Spencer gives her his coat. They continue toward Spencer's house. Ashley looks around and says, "Your house is very nice, friend. Do you live alone?" Spencer replies, "No, my mother and I live here. She is a genetic research scientist and works in a lab." Ashley sees Spencer's drawings and praises him. "You are really talented. I'm also interested in art," she says, showing a tattoo on her arm. They start dancing together. Spencer clearly likes Ashley a lot, but Ashley says, "Please, please, take it slow. We just met." Now Spencer is a psycho, friends. He does not handle rejection well. In anger, he kills Ashley by strangling her. When Victoria comes home, she is shocked to see Ashley's dead body. She yells at Spencer, "I thought you would change, but you've started again, son." Spencer says, "I like this girl very much, mother, but she rejected me. I got so angry that I killed her, but I want her back." Victoria asks, "You killed her. How will she come back? Did anyone see this girl come here?" Spencer replies, "No." Instead of disposing of Ashley's body, Victoria makes a new plan. As a geneticist, she thinks, "Why don't I clone Ashley and bring her back to life?" Spencer loves Ashley a lot, so maybe this could cure his violent mind. This way, her son will be treated and might stop killing. So friends, this is how the process begins. Victoria clones Ashley, and she comes out of the black liquid once again. After cleaning her, Victoria sends the clone to Spencer. But Spencer does not like this cloned Ashley at all because she is not like the original. The real Ashley liked wine and knew a lot about Spencer, but the clone does not like wine and doesn't recognize Spencer. Because of this, Spencer gets angry and kills the cloned Ashley every time. Victoria scolds him, saying, "I'm trying to make clones just like your original Ashley, but you need to give the clone some time. If you kill her quickly, how will this work? Look, I only want to see you happy. I want to cure you, son. That's why I'm working hard day and night. Please give me time. I will make a clone exactly like Ashley and give her to you." After hearing this, Spencer agrees to give it a chance. Victoria tells Parker confidently, "I will make the clone perfect in every way. She will think like Ashley and talk like Ashley. Then my son won't be a psycho anymore. He will be fine." Victoria works hard and creates a new clone that is much better than the previous ones. The clone emerges from the black liquid, and Victoria carefully prepares her by giving her a bath. Meanwhile, Spencer is drawing himself. His drawings are strange and weird, clearly showing that his mind is disturbed. Victoria then comes to Spencer and says, "I have made a new clone, son, but for now you must not meet her. You quickly ruin my hard work and kill the clones. I will first talk to her and teach her about the original Ashley. When she learns enough, then you can meet her." Victoria leaves, but after some time, Spencer hears Ashley's voice in his ears. Curious, he quietly goes to the room where Victoria is talking to Ashley's clone and peeks inside. The clone is laughing and talking happily. Victoria notices Spencer outside and quickly closes the door. Spencer walks away and sees some ants crawling nearby. He starts drawing the ants, but in his drawing, the ants are crawling on Ashley's face, almost like they are about to enter her eyes. Spencer keeps having strange and disturbing thoughts like this. His mind is always disturbed, and because he is a psycho, he might never be cured. Still, Victoria continues her work, hoping to make him normal through her genetic experiments. One day, Spencer is walking outside and sees a woman moving into the neighbor's house. She is carrying her things when one item falls. Spencer just stands quietly and watches instead of helping her. The woman says, "I thought you would help me." Hearing this, Spencer quickly moves to help her. Her name is Marissa. They introduce themselves, and Marissa doesn't know that Spencer has a troubled mind. Later, Spencer goes home and draws Marissa, but his drawing is very different. Strange even. He feels as if Marissa is blinking in the drawing. Marissa visits Spencer's house and knocks on the door. Victoria opens it and asks, "Who are you?" Marissa replies, "Maybe you are Spencer's mother. He helped me this morning. I made cookies for him. My name is Marissa, and I've just moved into the neighborhood." Victoria takes the cookies but does not invite Marissa inside. Instead, she thanks her politely and closes the door. Then Victoria angrily tells Spencer, "You must not make contact with anyone outside. You know your condition. If you lose control and hurt her, you will face serious consequences. For now, focus only on Ashley." Victoria then searches for information about Ashley on the internet. She finds childhood photos and other details, which she shows to Ashley's clone. The clone is very happy to learn about herself. Spencer watches this from a distance and becomes very angry because his mother is not allowing him to meet Ashley yet. Frustrated, Spencer goes straight to Marissa's house and shows her the strange drawing he made of her. Marissa is impressed and says, "You are a great artist. Can you design a tattoo for me? I want it on my neck." When Spencer sees Marissa's neck, he feels strange because he used to kill Ashley by strangling her, but he doesn't harm Marissa. He quietly leaves and goes home. Victoria gets angry and asks, "Why did you go out?" Spencer replies, "I can't stay locked inside. I want to meet people. I want friends." Victoria says, "You want Ashley, right? Tomorrow she will be ready. She will act exactly like Ashley. Please stop meeting others until then." The next day, friends, before Victoria introduces Ashley, the clone, to Spencer, she reminds her carefully, "Remember, Spencer brought you here, and you really like wine. Spencer makes wonderful drawings, so you must ask him about his art. Act as if you know him well." Then Victoria brings Ashley to Spencer, though she's clearly worried Spencer might kill this clone too. Spencer asks Ashley, "Would you like some wine?" She replies, "Yes, wine is my favorite." He brings it and hands it to her. Spencer plays some music, and the clone talks nicely, praising Spencer's drawings. She looks at each one carefully. Spencer has drawn Ashley in several pictures. The first drawing is good, but the next shows ants crawling on her face. Then the next drawing is even darker. Ashley is dead, with blood coming from her nose. Seeing this frightens the clone, and Victoria grows very scared too, unsure what might happen next. Ashley then asks Spencer, "Do you really know me? Because I'm feeling strange." Suddenly, Spencer kills her by strangling her again. The clone screams, and Victoria becomes upset, worried about when the psycho inside her son will ever disappear. Spencer drags the clone's body and places it back into the same tank of black liquid. Victoria asks Spencer, "How are you feeling now?" He replies, "I don't feel anything. but I do sense a change inside me. Earlier, I saw only negative things in everything. Now I feel like a human being, like I'm getting better." He hugs Victoria and thanks her. Victoria is very happy today because her son is showing some improvement. She calls Parker through a digital connection and tells him, "After many years, my son thanked me and even hugged me. It seems my experiments are working. He's getting better. Now I will make many more clones and fully cure Spencer's psycho mind. Then he will be able to study in school and college like other normal kids and live a good life." But Victoria doesn't know the real reason Spencer is getting a little better. It's not just the clones. It's because he has started meeting Marissa. In the next scene, Spencer is near his house when Marissa is jogging nearby. She asks him, "Why do you always stay so quiet?" He answers, "I like silence." She replies, "Me too. My therapist told me to do activities I enjoy to keep my mind calm. I have an eating disorder and not many friends. I'm often disturbed. That's why I see a therapist." Spencer says, "I used to see a therapist too, but I stopped going recently." Marissa asks, "Do you have that eating disorder too?" Spencer answers, "No, I have a different kind of disorder." Before Spencer can say more, he suddenly sees a flashback of himself dragging Ashley's body after killing her. Marissa notices his troubled look and says gently, "No problem. If it's too painful, you don't have to tell me. By the way, there's an art gallery in the nearby town. Since you like art, why don't we go together? Think about it and let me know." With that, Marissa leaves. In the next scene, after doing a lot of research about Ashley, Victoria creates a new clone with all of Ashley's qualities. While carefully preparing the clone for Spencer, she says, "Son, I'm doing all this for your own good. This time you won't see any difference between this clone and the real Ashley." Spencer replies, "I know, Mother. Thank you for everything you're doing for me. But friends, this new clone doesn't even know her own name." Victoria tells her, "Your name is Ashley." The clone asks, "What am I doing here? Should I go to my house?" Victoria says, "If you remember your home address, I will take you there myself." But the clone doesn't even remember her own name, let alone her address. Victoria comforts her, "Don't worry. Soon you will remember everything and be able to go to your house. Until then, just rest." Victoria treats all her clones the same way, talking to them gently, teaching them bit by bit. She also takes the clone outside so she can start living like a normal person. One day, Victoria shows the clone a childhood video of Spencer playing with his dog. She says, "This is my son. Now he has grown up." Ashley asks, "Where is Spencer's dog?" Victoria shows her a grave with the name Max on it and explains, "The dog was badly hurt in an accident and fought to survive for a whole week, but he died in the end. Poor thing. This is his grave." There's another grave nearby that reads Lucky. Victoria tells the clone, "That was another dog of ours." Meanwhile, Spencer goes to town with Marissa. For the first time, he looks around at many people. They visit an art gallery filled with many kinds of drawings and artworks. Marissa notices Spencer's discomfort and asks, "Why do you look so uneasy?" Spencer answers, "I've never seen so many people together." Marissa says, "You must have gone to school and college." Spencer replies, "I stopped going to school after 6th grade. My mother taught me at home." Marissa asks, "Why?" Spencer explains, "Even at school I kept quiet. Everyone thought I was strange. Once a girl teased me. She climbed a tree and said, 'You can never climb a tree.' I got angry and climbed up to beat her, but I pushed her by mistake and she fell and died. After that, my mother didn't let me go back to school." Marissa says, "Well, that's enough about school. I brought you here to give you a surprise." She takes him to a drawing in the gallery. Spencer recognizes the drawing. It's one Marissa made. She tells him, "People really like it. You know, you're very talented. In the future, we will hold an exhibition here just for your drawings." Friends, no one had ever encouraged Spencer so much before. Because of this kindness, Spencer starts liking Marissa. Back home, Victoria notices Spencer isn't there. She tries to track his phone, but he left it at home. At night, Spencer and Marissa return. After saying goodbye, Spencer enters his house. Marissa sees Ashley standing upstairs and gets confused. She thinks, only Spencer and his mother live here. Who is this girl? Inside, Victoria scolds Spencer again. "What is wrong with you, son? I'm working on making a perfect Ashley for you. Soon she will be ready to meet you." Meanwhile, the clone listens quietly to their conversation and then falls asleep. In her dreams, the clone sees the terrible scene of Spencer killing all the previous Ashley clones. The next day, Victoria goes to check on the clone, but she's not lying on the bed. She's sitting outside. Victoria asks, "What happened?" The clone replies, "I couldn't sleep well. In my dream, I saw Spencer strangling me. He was trying to kill me and I scratched the floor with my nails." Victoria is shocked to hear this but comforts her, saying, "It was just a dream. Don't be afraid." Then Victoria calls Parker and tells him, after cloning Ashley so many times, this new clone is now remembering all her old memories. She's slowly recalling everything, including that Spencer killed her. If she realizes it wasn't just a dream but reality, then this whole plan I made will fall apart in a moment. Meanwhile, the new Ashley clone goes to the very place where Spencer killed the original Ashley. This is because she saw this place in her dream. There, just like in her dream, she notices scratch marks on the floor from nails. The clone understands, Spencer must have tried to kill me. But friends, the clone still doesn't know that the real Ashley is dead and that she herself is only a clone. Then she finds Spencer's drawing book and sees the terrifying drawings of Ashley dead, drawn by Spencer. Shocked, she quietly takes the book and goes back to her room. Now Spencer tells Victoria, "Please stop making clones of Ashley. There's no need anymore. I'm happy with Marissa." Victoria replies firmly, "Everything might seem fine now, but one day, son, you might kill her too. What will happen then? Listen to me. Just wait a little longer. I'm making these clones only to cure the psycho inside you. Give this last clone a chance. Everything will be fine." The next day, friends, Marissa comes to Spencer's house. At that time, Victoria's talking with the clone. Curious, Marissa tries to find out who this girl is and secretly takes a photo of Victoria and the clone together. But as soon as the camera clicks, Victoria and the clone hear the sound and quickly turn around. Marissa panics and runs to hide somewhere nearby. Meanwhile, Spencer is searching for his drawing book. At the same time, Victoria receives a call from her company and is asked to come quickly. She tells Spencer and leaves for work. With Victoria gone, the clone tries to get out of the locked room, but the door won't open. On the other hand, Marissa's photo of the clone gets uploaded to a system with face recognition software, which identifies the girl as Ashley. Marissa then finds an old newspaper article online that says Ashley is a thief and a fraud, wanted by the police. Alarmed, Marissa immediately sends a message to Spencer. "The girl living in your house is a criminal," but Victoria has secretly hacked Spencer's phone so that any message Spencer receives is also forwarded to her. She calls Spencer directly and asks, "Son, what have you done? Why did you tell Marissa about Ashley?" Spencer replies, "I didn't say anything." Victoria worries that Marissa figured things out on her own and might leave. Just then, Marissa arrives at Spencer's house and asks, "Why didn't you reply to my message?" "Do you know anything about the girl living in your house?" Spencer answers. "You don't know her, Marissa, but I know her well. Her name is Ashley, and she's on the police's wanted list." Meanwhile, Ashley's clone starts trying to break the lock on her room with a hammer to escape. Hearing the noise, Marissa says to Spencer, "It must be the girl trying to get out. Call the police quickly. She needs to be arrested." Spencer becomes tense and confused about how to handle this situation. The psycho inside him awakens again. He tries to kill Marissa by strangling her, but she fights back fiercely, hitting him on the head with a bottle. She quickly dials 911, and the operator answers. But Spencer holds Marissa's throat so tightly that she can't speak. In a desperate move, Spencer grabs a piece of broken glass and kills Marissa with it. Meanwhile, the clone manages to get out of the locked room and witnesses the horrifying scene of Marissa's death. She becomes terrified and quickly rushes to the lab to hide. There, she discovers all of Victoria's cloning experiment equipment. She finds photos and files about Ashley's personal life, including images of Ashley's body stored on the system. Upset, the clone realizes, "This is my body, but it has a tattoo on the hand that I don't have, because I am just a clone." Then she finds a video file showing not one, but 4 or 5 Ashleys emerging from the black liquid. She finally understands, "I am a clone too." At the same time, Victoria arrives at the house and sees Marissa's dead body. Furious, she slaps Spencer hard across the face and yells, "This is why I kept telling you not to meet that girl." Spencer defends himself. "Mother, it's not my fault. Marissa took pictures of you and Ashley. She found out everything about Ashley and was going to call the police. I had no choice but to kill her." Suddenly, Victoria gets a call from 911. The police are on their way. They must dispose of Marissa's body quickly. Spencer rushes upstairs to find Ashley, but she's not there. Victoria tells him, "You deal with Marissa's body. I will find Ashley's clone." She heads to the lab where Ashley's clone is standing with a hammer in her hand. The clone asks, "Tell me, who am I?" Victoria answers, "You are a shadow, not real. I created you." The clone replies, "Why are you torturing me like this?" Victoria explains, "I'm not torturing you. By now you must have learned the truth. You are a thief and a fraud. If the police arrive, they will arrest you. You are dead, but I gave you a new life." The clone shouts, "You gave me a new life, but showed no mercy. You made me a toy for your son to kill. You let him kill many clones like me." Angry, she tries to hit Victoria with the hammer. Victoria pleads, "Please listen. You are the success of my experiments. I wanted to bring back the original Ashley by cloning. You remembered everything, which means you are no different from the original Ashley. You are the real Ashley." Suddenly, the clone strikes Victoria on the head with the hammer. Victoria falls unconscious. Spencer rushes in and immediately pushes Ashley down, trying to kill her as he has done before. But since Ashley has been killed by Spencer 4 or 5 times already, she knows all his moves. This time she fights back fiercely, landing a punch on Spencer's private parts and tries to escape. Despite the pain, Spencer doesn't let go. The struggle continues, but this time, Ashley's clone grabs Spencer, strangles him, and breaks his head, killing him. Just then, the police arrive and arrest Ashley because she is already on their wanted list. The officers assume she must have killed both Marissa and Spencer. Meanwhile, Victoria regains consciousness after being unconscious. She bursts into tears seeing her dead son. She had done so much for him, but now he is gone. In despair, Victoria destroys all the evidence in her house. Then she contacts Parker through a digital call. Parker says, "It's all over now. You should at least leave Spencer alone." Victoria replies, "Maybe you have forgotten your son so easily, but I cannot forget him. I will bring him back." Parker warns, "You've tried so many times and will never succeed." Victoria says firmly, "It doesn't matter. I will keep trying again and again." Then she ends the call. From their conversation, it becomes clear that the real Spencer died long ago. The Spencer we saw all along was a clone. That's why Parker told Victoria to leave Spencer alone, meaning Spencer is truly gone, and Parker has accepted this. But Victoria refuses to believe her son is dead. Perhaps Spencer died when he was young, because Victoria only has a childhood video of him at age 7. She has no recordings of him after that. In that video, Spencer is real, but he had an accident in which he and his dog died. Victoria showed Ashley's clone the grave of Spencer's dog, Max, and nearby there was a grave named Lucky. Maybe that was Spencer's grave, but Victoria told the clone it was the grave of another dog. After Spencer's death, Victoria brought him back through cloning. But this clone Spencer didn't have the same qualities as the original. Strange, violent thoughts kept coming to him. At school, he would push other children down for no reason and hurt them. Once, he even pushed a girl down by charging at her with his stomach. Because of this behavior, Victoria stopped sending Spencer's clone to school and began teaching him at home instead. Victoria tried many times to make her son's clone like the real Spencer, but she wasn't successful. Day by day, he became more and more unstable. Then one day, Spencer brought Ashley home and started liking her. But in a moment of anger, he killed Ashley and told Victoria that he wanted to bring her back. Victoria decided that Spencer could only become normal through Ashley, so she began the process of making clones of Ashley. Now in the present, the last clone of Ashley has been caught by the police, and Spencer's clone is dead too. But Victoria still doesn't want to let go. Once again, she creates a new clone of Spencer in her lab, and the clone emerges from the black liquid. This means that just as Victoria made many clones of Ashley and finally got one almost identical to the original, she likely made many clones of Spencer too, and perhaps this new clone will be able to live as a normal human being. But if it doesn't happen, and Spencer's clone turns out to be a psycho again and again, then who knows which poor girl will fall into his hands next, only to be killed. And who knows, Victoria might keep cloning that victim again and again, sacrificing her in the hope of improving her son's clone. With this dark and chilling thought, the movie All That We Destroy ends here, friends. It was quite intense, and the twist at the end was really good. So now, take a deep breath, relax, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.